Shalom, all praises due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elect apostle bishops at Great Millstone and Ruel. Shalom to elect Aki out there doing his work in sincerity and truth and not for vainglory in season out of season. Also to the elect of the men, women, and children of the sons and daughters of the nation of Israel. All right, I have here in 1958, President Nasser of Egypt said of the Jews, they left here black. They left here black and came back white. Okay, so you have the Amalekites over there in Israel, and they're saying that they're the Jews, but Nasser, I think he was the president of Egypt. Okay, and he was saying, the Jews left black, and came back white. So he was right on that, Okay, he was right on that. And I just want to go through to some scriptures on it, 2 scriptures on that. All right, that's what he said in 1958. All right, so let's go here. Yeah, you can read Obadiah, the 1st chapter, in the 1st verse. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh power, concerning Edom, which is the so-called white man, which are those Amalekites. Those Amalekites are Edomites, by the way. So-called Jews, they're Edomites. They're Edomites. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So I believe that was Gamar Nasser, all right, the president of Egypt. Okay, so let's go to these scriptures right here. Let's go to let's see. We're gonna go to let me see if I can find it. All right. So he was on point with that one. All right. He was on point because those so-called Jews over there, they're not the real Jews. Okay. All right. The so-called black man, the black woman, they're the real Jews. Okay. That the Bible speaks of. And that letter J didn't come into the English language to around 1500s. All right. So we have, let's see, we have the word Qadar here, which is Jeremiah 14:2. Let's see if I can go back. Yep. Jeremiah 14:2. Okay. Jeremiah 14:2, it says, Judah mourneth. Yahweh is in the Lashon Kodash, right? That's how you say the Judah. Judah is in the English. Yahweh is in the Hebrew. All right, the Lashon Kodash, which means the holy tongue. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black until the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up. And it said Judah mourneth. So, the Amalekites over there, the Khazars, but the Amalek in the Bible, which are the Khazars, those converts into Judaism, which it has nothing to do with the nation of Israel, man, All right. What the hell is Judaism? Either you are Israelite or you're not. Okay. But anyway, they go around the earth talking about they were persecuted for thousands of years and all that. No. All they did was convert into being an Israelite. That's it. They converted into being the Jews, which would be the so-called black man and black woman. All right. Those are the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. Okay. And we're mourning. We're in the ghettos and the slums. The Amalekites, the Khazars over there in Israel, they own every goddamn thing. Okay. All right. They over there in the Holy Land, which is Israel, which is our land. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans land. And they own everything over here in America and in Europe too. You know, all these buildings you see out here, who owns them? Those so-called Jews own them. They're making all the money. No, so-called black man, black woman is mourning. Okay, we're getting shot down by the police. All right, you know, we're in the ghettos and the slums. Okay, and you know the winter time is coming. I don't know if nights you're gonna have any goddamn heat. Because remember, last year or a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, night you didn't have any heat for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that live in them NYCHA buildings. You know, so they're not mourning, man. They own the goddamn buildings. They the one we pay rent to. Okay. All right. We're mourning. Why? Because the so-called black man, the so-called black woman came over here in cargo slave ships. All right. So we're the ones mourning, man. We've been mourning, man, since slavery, since the 60s during the so-called civil rights movement, all the way to 2024. And we're still mourning. And we still live in the ghettos and the slums, and they live in the goddamn suburbs. Okay? You know, so, man, they ain't talking about, and furthermore, where's our infrastructure at, man? You know, everything we do goes back to the so-called white man. Okay? Everything, like the scripture said, we got to go to him for the once of all things. Clothes, gas, food. They could shut down the supermarkets within 3 days, man. It only takes 2 to 3 days for the supermarkets to not have the food up in there. So come on, man. We're the ones mourning, man. All right. All right. It said Judah mourneth and the gates thereof languish. The gates talking about the leaders. All right. Because, you know, our leaders they're a bunch of sellouts. You know, look at Mayor Eric Mushmouth Adams. Well, that's what I call him, Mushmouth, right? Because he's not doing anything. You know, look at Al Sharpton. He's working for the FBI, snitching. You know, Jesse Jackson, Ben Crump. They're all sellouts. They all sellouts, man. Okay, even amongst you Latino and Native American leaders, man. All right, point blank. You take a bag to sell out your own people. All right. You know, because back then, when somebody came through the gates of Israel, a foreign nation came through the gates of Israel, yo, man, you had the elders there, you know, and they wanted to know what was your purpose of coming there. You coming for war? You coming for destruction? Or you coming in peace? Okay, so it says, and the gates thereof languish. They ain't doing nothing for so-called black people, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. They all on the bag, man. They all on the take. They all selling their soul out for the bag, point blank. All right. It says, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up. So they are black unto the ground. And well, you know what that means. They're black unto the ground, like the dirt of the earth. Okay. All right. And we done brought this out many, many times, but you know, I just wanted to bring this out because I remember that quote that Gamal Nasser, the president of Egypt, brought out. He said the Jews left black and they came back white. So he wasn't with that. All right. He knew that the so-called Jews are black people. Right. Right here in good old America. All right. Okay. So let's go to it. Yahweh, Judah. They are black. All right, so let's go here. I think it's what? It's Quadar. Okay, it's Quadar. All right. Now it's gonna say morn, black, dark, blackish, darken. All right. It says to mourn, to be dark, which is bullshit. But we are dark skinned. The so-called Jews are the dark skinned people. I mean, the real Jews are the dark skinned people, which is you so-called negroes that came, Latinos and Native. I mean, so-called negroes, West Indian Haitians that came over here on slave ships. But the only so-called Jew is the so-called black man and black woman. All right, to be dark, to darken, to cause to mourn, to grow black. Now, those are not the real meanings of the word. It says quadar, primitive root, to be ashy, dark colored. All right. By implication, to mourn. And no, that's not what it's talking about. And sackcloth or soiled garments, no, that's not what it's talking about. Be blackish. Be make dark. Heavy. Cause to mourn. You know, then you go through the different definitions that they have down here, which they going off on. All right. Let me see. To be of a dirty blackish color, you know, as of a sunburnt skin. You know, so yeah. Well, you know, when so-called, you know, black, Latino, Native Americans get in the sun, we just get darker, right? Okay. But anyway, that's just one scripture. But we have the understanding they are black unto the ground, which is the color of the dirt is brown. Okay. Point blank. All right, so let's go to let me see. Let's go to Song of Solomon's. All right. All right, this is Shakar, but I want to get the scripture. Song of Solomon's 1 and 5. All right. It says, I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Yeah, so let's go with that word, Shakar, I am black. All right. That word there is, all right, Shakar. It says black. Let me see. All right. Let's go to it. It says right here, black use of hair. It says blackish color of the face. All right. But then when you go right here, what does it say? All right. It's going to get to the real meaning of it. All right. It says to be black of skin. Yeah, so the Jews are so-called black people, man. I'm talking about you so-called negroes. All right? All right? You're the real Jews that the Bible speaks of, not those guys over there in Israel and over here in America and Europe running around talking about that they're the real Jews, right? Okay? To be black of skin, all right? So they already told you, okay? Says, my skin is black, all right? Okay, so there you go, you know? So come on, NASA. You know, he knew that the Jews are so-called black people, man. You know, and a lot of these top leaders of all these countries, maybe not all of them, but some of them, they know that the real Jews are you so-called negroes that came over here in cargo slave ships. All right. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say. You know, like I said, we went over this, you know, but being that situation that's happening over there in Israel, you know, bombing Russian base over there in Syria. You know, I just wanted to bring it out. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black, and I am black but comely. All right, handsome. I am black and beautiful. All right. So I think a Kadar too. Let me see. Yeah, let me go to Kadar. Since Kadar. Quadar. Same word. Quadar. Dark. Okay. All right. Dusky of the skin or the tent. Kadar, the son of. Okay. So it's going into the all right. Swarthy. Right here. Yes, Salaki. Yeah, damn it. Keep on pressing it. Browns, drivers, Briggs, lexicon. It says proper name of people, swarthy. In other words, swarthy means black or dark. That's the word swarthy means. Okay? All right? That's what the word swarthy means. All right? Look it up. But anyway, let me see. I hope you've been edified. All right? I hope you've been edified. And with that, let's go get it. Let's go get it again. All right. Black. All right. Let me see. Where was it at? No, I saw it. Yeah, black. Okay. But it said dark skin. Dark of skin. All right. So, I've been edified with that. Shalom. Hold up. My bad. Yeah, here's I wanted to leave it off at. Right here. Oops. My bad. Yep, right here. Shakar. To be black of skin. All right. I hope you've been edified with that. Shalom.